Big city dreams and disappointments. Finding hope in London. A story about little moments that can make a big difference. Big city life can be challenging. At times, we're desperate for hope. So this is London. In the city of London, nobody judges or cares. You can dress how you like and people won't mind. You can cry on the tube/metro and people won't stare or give you strange looks. Yet when you stumble while rushing to catch the train, people might not notice or mind either. Therefore, living in a big city can be both liberating and scary, hopeful and hopeless. So, are big cities truly hopeless places to live? Let me tell you my urban jungle story. London, a busy, anonymous city. London is a vibrant place. It's bustling. Lots to do, people to meet, events to attend. But amid the chaos and constant information/stimuli overload, Londoners might become desensitized. Sadly, yet another person reported dead under the train may be background noise. What may attract more attention is the announcement of which tube lines have been suspended as a result. That said, hearing sad news can be unsettling. Questions can come up. Was it an accident? Did the crowds push them? Did they take their own life? If it's suicide, why? Should I care? Should I do anything? Should I think about my own life? Should I make big changes? As a consequence, it might be more convenient not to think about the imperfect world and the tough aspects and harsh realities of big city life. But is ignorance bliss? Does denying pain benefit us? Might we find that we're losing touch with our humanity? London life, ignorance is an illusion. Living in a metropolis like London doesn't excuse a lack of empathy or ignoring what's going on around us. The comfort of ignorance is just an illusion. Think about the famous quote either by Voltaire or Oscar Wilde. Illusion is the first of all pleasures. In theory, illusion may bring momentary pleasure or lack of discomfort, but for those who repeatedly believe in it, it often leads to long-term pain. In other words, short-term gain, long-term pain. Thus, the hustle and bustle of a big city can help you brush aside life's harsh realities. You may choose not to see people around you. You may choose not to care because it's too much for you to handle. However, indifference and ignorance may in fact mirror your inner emptiness. The good news is that caring about others doesn't mean the world's tragedies must consume you. It doesn't have to be too much to handle. Instead, it's about putting yourself in another person's shoes. It's about understanding their perspective. It's not about turning a blind eye. It's about seeing things clearly and being aware. It's not about ignoring. It's about knowing. It's about seeing us in them. Story time. The City of London smiles at you. Strolling in the corporate city of London one day, I watched people in suits. It was when I lost my job and wondered if my next one should resemble the last. I was tired of office politics and corporate nonsense. I was also tired of London. That day, and as usual, people in the city of London rushed to places, ate sandwiches on the move, or stared ahead blankly. I too stared, but at their faces and into their eyes. Interestingly, nobody noticed I was watching them. On that day, I didn't see happy employees in the city of London. I used to think most of them had dream jobs. What I saw were exhausted zombies and robots acting as if on autopilot. But something unique happened too. Quite unexpectedly, London gave me a gift, a huge gift. The smile in the city of London. So, walking in the city, I found a quieter area near the Gherkin. On an empty pathway, a lady on a bike approached from the opposite direction. I looked at her face, among many that day. Yet in that moment, she gave me the warmest, most sincere smile. A smile in the city of zombies. A single smile, so little and so much at the same time. I needed that smile badly. I had been in zombie mode for a couple of years. I needed to wake up and start noticing people and the world around me, to see them for the first time. That smile marked a new beginning. The ruthless London machine, in my mind back then, had a human heart after all. It was my personal moment of emotional connection in a big city. An intimate smile exchange with a stranger, or a one-day stand in London, if you will. And it did make my day. This was London. This was my little London. My London story is about seeing us and them. I love London, but I don't live there anymore. I'm no longer in zombie mode. Frankly, I don't miss it at all. I'm not desperate for hope anymore. I found it that day in the city of London. Then I left London and everything changed. If you're desperate for hope or a smile that can change everything, keep your eyes wide open. Observe the world around you. See the world around you. I will wrap up with a poem. Compassion. When I try to understand you, I get to better understand myself. I can see what blocks me, what stops me, what creates my hell. I can see what puts me in my own prison. This is not your fault. I see you're a different me, and you show me what I do by default. This is my projection. If I choose to blame you, this is my blame. Your joy is my joy. Your anger is my anger. Your pain is my pain. I see myself in you. In your eyes, I see my own eyes. You're a different me. Seeing the truth, my heart cries. We're all interconnected. We're not separate, isolated entities. We can see what we truly are if we go beyond our fixed identities. Trying to put myself in your shoes is not a waste of time. It's the end of all problems. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Thank you very much for listening.